uniqueness. Now, the determination of Satan is for you not to know that uniqueness. Let me say again. I said, God has handed over your uniqueness. God has handed over your destiny, your purpose, to your uniqueness. Now, Satan makes effort to make sure that you don't know how unique you are and the way you are unique. Because you need that understanding to accomplish a particular purpose that gives you a crown. Now, the God of every woman, the God of every man is the God of that man's uniqueness. Let me say again. When you know uniqueness, you will know power. You need power of uniqueness to fulfill purpose. If God wants to be with you, God needs you to know your uniqueness so that he can be with it. Excuse me. The reason Satan is gallivanting up and down, perambulating everywhere, is because he depends on foolishness of believers, of, I don't know, how do I say it? Of ignorance. You know, some people, listen, I would like you to hear me. Some people prefer to say that they were healed instead of being happy that they are not sick. Instead of being happy that they are not sick, they prefer to say, I was sick and was sick. What are you doing with sickness? I don't want to be sick. I will never be sick anytime. It is possible for somebody not to be sick. But you must keep God around you if you must not be sick. No, you have to keep God around you. You see, because Satan will not fear a mere man. Satan will not go away from your life. Satan will not go away from the life of any human being. Safety. Go and stand in that camera. Satan will not go away. God will. Stand there. Satan will not go away from any life. From any life that doesn't have God. Please, if I am talking, don't allow the devil to take your mind out. He's a specialist in doing it. I came from a background where people said, what they want is instant miracle. What do you mean by instant miracle? There is no miracle. I'm going to make a book on upbringing when I come back from Galilee by God's grace. There is no miracle that is greater than proper upbringing of a young boy, a young girl. Because if there is no upbringing, if there is no bringing, you can't be up. So all the people who went up, we are brought up. The word is called upbringing. So why do you want to go up without somebody bringing you? Esther brought up. Apostle Paul brought up by Gamaliel. 22 of us of apostles. When people see you, they will know whether you are. All who are up, we are brought up. All who are down, we are not brought up. What is more evil? Like a child doing what he wants when somebody should take you up. So God cannot be with a man until there is a purpose, a uniqueness that makes a man accomplish purpose. Now, the question is, how unique are you and in what way? Every assignment that was fulfilled by unique people. Now, God depends on your uniqueness. We depend on your uniqueness to use you to accomplish purpose. So, when I am called, I know that what I am, that my calling is a calling of my uniqueness. You are looking at me, some people want God to make them rich. But they don't know there is a value that somebody should have that can attract money. Not only attract money, keep it. Now, it's wrong for somebody to tell God to give him money when that value is not there. Because that value is more important than money. If you're a young boy and you're looking for a wife, are unique girls everywhere. Is there no difference between a girl that was brought up and somebody that was not brought up? And if you don't know brought up, how can you know the difference between two of them? Do you know what it means for a girl that was properly mixed up? It's just like you want to make cake. You brought sugar, you brought milk, you brought flour. You mix it up. And then it is something sweet. Now, do you know what it means for a girl that was properly mixed up like that? So that when she come into your house, she'll be sweet. Because she was properly mixed up through upbringing. It's not an advice you give somebody standing up. It's something a woman did from when she was learning to crawl. It was attention. When God said, I am shepherd of mankind, so I started saying, on what uniqueness? On what uniqueness? Because if your call is different from other call, that call can only rest on a uniqueness that made you different from others. If a man says, I want to marry you, on what uniqueness? If God said, I am going to bless you before the year goes tremendously, ask him on what uniqueness? Because great purposes cannot be accomplished by everybody. The difference between Jesus and John the Baptist was uniqueness. God doesn't give men great assignment until he confirms how unique they are. Finally, wait. If people ignore their uniqueness, they will get lost. They will just get lost. You see them like this as an adult, they wander around. I said, if they are pastors, they keep on copying ministries. If you like giving shepherd advice concerning ministry, don't give me another advice if you don't know my uniqueness. Now, if you don't know people's uniqueness, you'll be comparing them with other people. There are no two kind of ministries. I said there are no. There are no two kind of man of God. If a man of God is trying to copy another man of God, then he doesn't have a call. Tell me one person in the Bible that their call were similar. Call can look alike, but they must not be the same. Now, finally, people will always require you for your uniqueness. When somebody says, can you come and pray with me? Because the person knows you pray uniquely. All the people who are important are people who discover their uniqueness and develop it. So people make demand on that purpose, on that uniqueness. I don't know what I'm saying something. Huh? I say anytime people make demand on other people, it is because this other one, they are saying, come, pray for me. They have discovered their uniqueness, and then people make demand on that. So when people didn't discover that uniqueness and develop it, they get lost. To be like every other person is to be lost. To be like is just to be lost. And that means you don't know purpose. If you look at chapter 9 of the book of Judges, the Bible said 3 went to a meeting and they started asking them one by one. They asked Fig. I said, Fig, can you be our king? King said, no. The Fig said, I am unique in this way. And then the Fig introduced that uniqueness from purpose. I think I should say that. I think I should show you that. It's a beautiful thing. Now, them is death, evil. Start from people's life. The moment that thing is not clear, people will start using you the way you are not. And that is doom. People will start. Yes, very prayerful thing. Very, very prayerful. Because that's what they wanted to do to the trees. Judges chapter 9, you will like it. I was in the car coming. This morning. The Lord said, share it with the locusts. Judges. There is no shame in it. Doesn't have shame. Doesn't have shame. There's no shame. You will like Judges chapter 9:8. Please look at that scripture. Please, can you look up? Forget about it. I'm not preaching. Don't call it preaching. This is life. Forget it. Which preaching? I'm trying to help you. Judges, he said, and the trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them.
And they said unto the olive tree, reign over us.
Number 9.
But the olive tree said unto them, should I leave my fatness, wherewith by me they honor God and man, and go to be promoted over the tree?
The moment that they said to Olive, come and be our king, Olive said, no. Come. This is my uniqueness, and this is the purpose of that uniqueness. This is. This is my uniqueness, and this is the purpose. All the days of your life, may you not struggle with your life purpose. May you not struggle with it. May you not struggle with only one thing that make you relevant to God and men. That's why that is what Olive said. He said, my relevance is to provide fatness, which I will use to honor men and honor God. Is only one thing. These confused trees went to another tree. Verse number 10. They went to what? They went to another tree and they said to Fig, come and what? Politicians. And look at number 11.
But the fig tree said unto them,
he said, should I forsake my sweetness
and my good fruit, and go to be promoted over the trees?
And then they went to vine. And then they said the tree unto vine,
come down and reign over us.
Number 13.
And the vine said unto them, should I leave my wine,
that
shareth God and man, and go to be promoted over the trees?
Now, because uniqueness connects you both to God and man. It doesn't only connect you to men. That is the only reason God made you. So the Bible says in 1 John chapter 3 verse 7, that is my last now, verse 8, 3:8 in it. 1 John 3:8. He said, he that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose that the Son of God was made manifest, that he would destroy
the works of the devil.
Now, if you are tall or short, dark or fair, wherever you came from, whatever that happened in the time past, that way you are is for a purpose. Discovering it is living. Now, let me tell you why people don't discover it. Why people don't discover it? Because it takes a lot of price. Because that is the beginning of living. So it takes a lot of price for people to know it. As for John the Baptist, Gabriel told the father about it before he was born to protect him. As for Jesus, the same Gabriel told Mary about it. Nothing is called looking for money. What is possible is living out your purpose. And then money will serve it. You see, because money does not make people immortal. There is nobody his name is in the Bible for money, for being rich. All the names in the Bible are names that are in this book for purpose that was accomplished. For what? Through uniqueness. Put your hand together for Jesus. Now, and that is bringing me to what I call the evil of distraction. Why people suffer at a particular time in their life is because they allow Satan to subject them to constant distraction. Please, some of us don't know. I support marriage 100%. But I would like you to know, you bless your children from your value. That means if you don't have value, there will be no need of giving birth. Otherwise, you bring children on this earth to come and suffer. Because it is your name that they will answer. It is your legacy that they will stand on. Now, so Satan depends on valuelessness to distract people. But if vision is not clear, is not clear, how can somebody know when he is distracted? If your life is not busy with what is supposed to take your life, how will you know when you're distracted? Vision should be clear before distraction can be dealt with. Remember that wherever there is no vision, there will be death and destruction. I said there. Wherever there is no vision, people